Parents urged to invest in their children's futures. Focus to be placed on athlete development. And preschoolers gets inspiration on a special trip.
Info
Update.
bringing you the latest news, views, and reviews.
Along with responses,
comments and events
affecting you.
Brought to you by the Information Division of the Tobago House of Assembly.
Tobago's parents are being called on to invest in their children's futures. Caroline Wallace has more.
Students can only get the best out of school if there's a collaborative effort to help them develop. That's the message from Secretary of Education, Youth Affairs and Sport, Hughie Cadet, who says schools are not just about academic learning.
A school is a community, and therefore, if it is to succeed, all of its stakeholders, parents, the staff, teachers, former students, neighboring, must be involved in the direction that the school goes and how it grows and develops.
The secretary, who was speaking at the graduation ceremony for Bishop's High School, says parents and guardians must not rely solely on government to provide all the resources. He's also commending the schools for its contribution to society.
Ladies and gentlemen, that this illustrious institution continues and has continued to serve this island and this nation, and has produced the kind of individual who has gone on to contribute to its community, his or her island, and his or her nation.
Mr. Cadet says the success the school has achieved would not be possible without the hard work of teachers and parents. I'm Caroline Wallace for Info Update.
Greater attention will be paid in the next fiscal year to facilities management and athlete development. Here's the story.
A number of infrastructural projects are being planned for fiscal 2017 to ensure Tobago's athletes have the facilities they need to train. This includes upgrades to community grounds in Buku, Patience Hill, Mount Grace and Mount Pleasant, hardcourt refurbishment at Black Rock, Moriah, Mason Hall, Jubilee Park and Charlottesville, and construction of change rooms and bleachers at community grounds. Also on the list of infrastructural projects are the creation of a cricket turf wicket in Speyside and the refurbishment of cricket nets in Roxborough, Mount Pleasant and Louis D'Or. Assistant Secretary of Education, Youth Affairs and Sport, Mr. Jomo Pitt, says the Department of Sport will continue to emphasize the strengthening of coaches through capacity building workshops and conferences. A community-based coaching initiative is also being planned and will involve various sporting entities to facilitate school and weekend coaching programs. I'm Kern De Freitas for Info Update.
Most of the preschoolers who went on a school tour with ABC Nursery School today will make the transition to primary school come September. They visited the office of the Chief Secretary in Codler Hall, where they met the Chief Secretary, Mr. Orville London. Esther Superville, a parent of one of the students, says preschool is no longer about children learning the basics such as reading and writing.
For me, it is important that they know this so that when they go into primary school, they are ahead, they are knowledgeable on who is the chief sec, who are the various government officials, so that they have a great head start.
Ms. Superville said having the children meet with the Chief Secretary was worthwhile. She was also pleased to see his open interaction with them. Ms. Superville thanked the Chief Secretary for taking the time to meet with the young students. That's it from all of us at the Department of Information. I'm Josanne Brassi, and you've been listening to Info Update.
Face to Face, Tobago House of Assembly. The conversation continues at the Mason Hall Community Center, involving communities accounting to you. A special invitation to residents of the Scarborough-Calder Hall Electoral District on Tuesday, July 5th at 7 p.m. Get involved, make your recommendations, contribute to the development of your community and your island.